Smooth. Good evening. Welcome. I'm actually here this time. Thought I'd give you a bit of a live stream earlier so you could watch that for 4 hours. I thought it was a good idea actually, and it seems to have worked out. So tonight was sponsored by INIU because I'm going to show you some of their products that are coming up for the Black Friday. We're doing a live unboxing, then I'm going to do a review on it later, and then I'm going to add it to my Amazon shops. If you're interested in any of the stuff that we show you tonight, or I show you tonight, I don't know why I say we, it's the royal we, isn't it? You can pick them up by clicking the link that will be in the chat underneath, and it'll send you through to my Amazon store, so you can have a look at them through there. If you're in the market, if you do what I do, if you go out filming, or you just use your phone a lot, or you've got a drone or anything like that, and you're looking for something type C, or you can actually put anything on them really, because there are many ways to charge on these different power banks that we've got. And you're looking for some good quality stuff that you dare leave to charge up and go out, then I've been sort of dealing with them now for a few months, and everything they've sent through here has been very good quality. That's all I can say. So I'm just making sure. So I ain't gone live on here for quite some time. I went to Benidorm, never got anything done when I got back from there. It's got to that time of year where you get quite busy, don't you, sometimes? And so obviously it's that this channel must be a year old, and just close that off. This channel must be a year old, and now they've started to take off the watch time hours from a year ago. So rather than going up, they're going down. So I thought I've come up with an ingenious idea. Might as well show the products and show what I do on the channel, and just do it as a live stream, so it just keeps recurring. So as people want to pop in and pop out again, it's still there. So we might get somebody in, we might not. We'll see. But anyway, it'll go up as a video, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm not really very organised. I should have organised this earlier. I was too busy looking for the products, to be honest. They ended up in the drawer and I couldn't find them. And they're in the first drawer that you look into, aren't they? But you don't look properly. So I've been buying again. I bought myself the Osmo 360. That turned up at 9 o'clock this morning, or it didn't turn up at 9 o'clock this morning, but the guy had been trying to ring me to say it was going to turn up, and we didn't answer, so they took it away again. I wouldn't have been up anyway, to be honest. So hopefully we'll get that tomorrow. But obviously it's quite an expensive item, so they're not going to leave it in a box on the doorstep. It always seems weird, doesn't it? Because they do tend to leave stuff on the doorstep that is far too expensive, but the fact that they want a passcode or the number that they send through because it's over a certain price. Anyway, I am back on the drink. This is what Lou bought me for my birthday last week. I'll show you what it is. If you're not a drinker anymore, or you want to drive home after you've had a drink, this is their Brewdog Punk IPA, but this is the alcohol-free one. Punk AF. Get some of that down you. Tastes just the same, to be honest. It might seem that's a year since I've drank alcohol anyway, but obviously it's not as good as the 9%. But it's there, isn't it? If you just fancy having something other than tea or Diet Coke, it's nice. And it is actually really nice. I tried it last week when she brought it, but it weren't cold enough, and to be honest, it wasn't that interesting. But this is freezing cold, and I've just had an Indian curry, so it's bloody lovely. Once you've not been drinking for a while, you're not looking for the bite of the alcohol. So if you're still drinking, it probably wouldn't be that nice, because you'd be looking for the alcohol, obviously. But I put it in a wine glass. It's got a really mango sort of sour taste to it. It's lovely. So it just makes a change from drinking Diet Coke or tea, especially when you've had a really hot curry. It's become our bit of a thing, mine and Lou's. On a Monday night, we have a curry. And long may it carry on. So it is nice. last week when I tried it, I wasn't that impressed, I'll be honest. But same as anything, it's supposed to be cold, isn't it? And I don't know if we're going to get anybody in on this live stream, because I bet everybody's thinking, oh, he's doing them live things again. We're not going to go in there. Also, if you go live in the horizontal, you don't get the ones from the shorts feed. But hopefully somebody's going to pop in and say hello. If you do come in and say hello, please say hello, so they can say hello back. Let's see if the kit works. I ain't used it for a few weeks. Obviously, what I do, I was approached by a company called INIU in August, and they said, you're just absolutely brilliantly well looking. We're looking for a young looking guy like you who knows what he's on about, and we want you to do some reviews on our equipment. So I said, well, yeah, if you want me to. I said, what do you want me to do? What, for YouTube? He says, no, we're not really interested in YouTube. We want you to put them on your Amazon storefront. We want you to do videos about them. And then just upload them to your Amazon storefront. And I said, well, I haven't actually got an Amazon storefront. But then I thought, well, I didn't used to do YouTube videos till I started doing YouTube videos. So let's see if I ever go at doing an Amazon storefront. So I made one up. Started doing a few videos. The first time they sent anything through, all I got through was, that's weird. Oh, that's just turned up. Is there anybody there? That's rather delayed. I'm just going to have to check something. Just to make sure. No, we're good. We're all good. Make sure I ain't gone live on the wrong channel or something. So I thought I'll have a go. So they sent me some stuff out and they said, can you do a comparison? And got to be honest, they actually sent the thing through and it was a video as well. I said, oh, this is why I want you to do it. So I said, if you're interested in, if that's what you're looking for, I'm not your man. If you're looking for a puppet to do that with, I'm not your man. I don't really do stuff like that. Not really interested. I do that, I don't mind doing reviews, but if you're going to build an audience on a social media platform and you're going to lie to him from the get-go, you're not going to do much in the future. So I said, I'm not interested in that. Forget it. They went, well, fair enough. Yep. Okay. Sorry about that. We'll send them out anyway. Please do exactly what you want. Please do what you do. So I said, all right, fair enough. So they sent a couple of things out, and I suppose I'm not going to talk ill about them because there's no reason to talk ill about them. They've been absolutely lovely with me. You wouldn't believe that's quite a way away, and that noisy buggers. So I say they sent it out, and it came, and off we went. So I set the camera up. I'm lucky, really. I've got some nice cameras. I've actually got another one coming tomorrow, but I've told you about that. And so I set a camera up in the front room because I thought, well, you can't have this backdrop because at the time we still had the other stuff up from the other channel that I used to do. I can't use that backdrop because Amazon won't put up with it. So I set my chair up over there, shut the door. There's just a picture in a white wall. I actually did the first ones in the front room, so that's why I did it. Hello, Lynn. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in. You're going to get loads of attention. So I started, and I'd got two things. I think they sent out two things for a start, from one from them, one from a different company. So I got started, and I was there hours and hours and hours and hours. I'd got the camera in the wrong position. I'd got the microphone in the wrong position. I couldn't remember what I was talking about. And I thought, well, this is just going to take forever. So anyway, I persevered, uploaded it, off we went. And then I found out how you actually look into your Amazon storefront. There's a way you do it on Amazon. You log in and it gives you a report of how much your Amazon storefront, the total. It doesn't break it down into little bits. It just tells you the total that your Amazon storefront's taken. So I did that one, and then they sent a few more bits out, and I did them, and they took me hours as well. Sat in the front room, and it was still pretty warm then, so I got the curtain shut because there was too much light. And I'm sat in there, and it must have took me from 3 o'clock in the afternoon till 9, 10 o'clock at night. And I finally got them done, and I uploaded them. And well, the thing is with Amazon stuff, it's got to fit into a certain criteria. It's got to be how they want it. Otherwise, they'll knock it back, and you can't actually upload the video. So I uploaded the video, And then after a month, I had a look and I thought, well, I bet we haven't taken anything. So I had a look, and the Amazon storefront had took £396 that month in August. And since then, there are people been going in there, obviously having a look at my reviews, the descriptions in my reviews. Probably not just my reviews, but they must have looked at mine last, and then they've decided I want the product. This month we're up to 500. I think last month was, I can't remember, it was either near 4 or nearly 500 last month. So the stuff's been taken. So there you go. If you do get paid a little bit off Amazon, so I do get a commission off Amazon if you buy something. Also, I get to keep the product, which is all well and good. But it's the same as anything that review. You do get a lot of product, and it's all the same, isn't it? Really. So you know, I've got lots of power banks. So I'll show you a few. So these are the type of things that they're. This is one of the things that they sent out, which is the first one I've ever seen of its kind. Somebody else is going to say to me, don't worry, there's millions about. But this is actually one where you can charge your phone and your smartwatch at the same time. So my Apple Watch will fit on there. Eventually it will focus because I'm going to make it. I'm going to force it to focus if I have to stay here for an hour. I'm not going to go to bed until this is focused. See, told you. Designed by INIU. So the idea of that is, the good thing about these things, as well, these have a 3-year guarantee. So you've got the charging lead is built into the device, and then that tucks into there. That can fit on a clip or on the back of it. For instance, if you were going hiking or something like that, you could clip that onto the back of your thing, so it didn't disappear. You could actually just take that off and discard it and chuck it into the back of your backpack. But I suppose if you could fasten that onto your backpack and put your phone in your pocket and charge it up that way. But that's the first one. I haven't seen any more where you can actually, I'll see if it'll get it to go. It's been there a while. It may be flat. Where are we? So it's magnetic. I don't know how much magnetic it is. Oh, it is very magnetic. So it magnetically sticks to the back of there, and that's now charging my watch up, as you can see just there. So that particular item, if you were, I don't know if you've got an Apple Watch, if anybody's got an Apple Watch, but if you do have one, you've got to take a separate charger with you to charge your Apple Watch up. So if you were going on a short mini break or something like that, you could put that in your hand luggage, because you'd have to put them in your hand luggage because it's electric. You could shove that in your hand luggage. If you've got a Type-C charging, a phone, I'll be able to talk properly in a minute. A phone with a Type-C charger. So you could plug your Type-C charger into your power bank that you're going to use for your phone. You plug that into your phone, and then lay your watch on the top. You've only got to take one charger, and then you've got this device. So it cuts down on your carry, really, doesn't it? You've got that as well. Cracking device. So they also sent me out this one. Which one's this one? P51L. They sent this one out. This one's 20. I think this one's 20,000 mAh. Now this is a fair chunk. So she's a bit of a beast, this one. I can't remember the exact statistics on it, how quick it charges. But you can do a normal USB cable to either Lightning or USB-C. You can do a Type-C to Type-C. You can also plug that. You can take the cable out of there, which you can also use as a charging cable. This one also works if you put your normal plug on the bottom and then plug it into the wall. You can charge it up with that. can use that as a carrying handle, as I said. Here's another handy feature when I find it. Surprising how many times you need a torch when you're away. So if you're going camping and you need to find out where the wife is, because you've had a couple of sherries and you fell in love, you could shine away and just see whereabouts she is, and then Bob's your uncle. Obviously, it's got the amount of charge on the front, so you know how much you've got in it. They do take quite a long time to charge these because they're massive. I think these are 20,000 mAh. But they're in the shop, in the Amazon shop, if you want to take a look. And there's a video in there fully explaining all the statistics completely, so you can actually just pick yourself one up. I don't tell you what the prices are on them because I would be a liar. Because the thing is with Amazon products, they dip. They you could say, oh, this was 45 quid, and then you look the next day and it's 37. So it's always best to have a look and see what they come up at, because there's different deals on different days, and sometimes they go back up again. But I say I use these to charge my camera batteries. You could charge your, probably not your drone batteries. They would take too much. The Potensic one, if you just plugged it into one of them, you should be able to do that. You'd definitely be able to charge the controller up with it. Charge your phone up with it. I actually, that one is laid there, and I use it to charge that, or I use it to power that on-air light just there. And it's powerful enough to do that. So I sent some more out. So just before, I was going to review them this afternoon, but I've been to the dentist, and I have to get numbed up to have the top of my crowns cleaned. So when I came home, all I could do was... So I decided I probably wouldn't do an Amazon review doing... So... I'm either going to do them later tonight and upload them. Probably later tonight, to be honest. And then pop them onto Amazon. And then I'm going to put the review onto this channel. There's a reason I let the review go onto this channel as well, because obviously they get used for what I do for a hobby, which is like camera and drones. So I'm just going to open this other can. As I say, it is alcohol free. So if I fall off the chair, please ring an ambulance, because I've probably had a seizure and it's not drunk. Used to do this on the other channel. Here we go. Oh, it's better if you put it up in the air. Don't ask me why I'm doing it in a wine glass. Just fancied one. And I'm over the age of 18, so I can drink it out of what I want. Look at that. Ooh. I turned the autofocus off, and is that having a moody because of that? It kept popping. All the time you were chattering away. I think it's maybe focusing in on the stuff that's behind. But if you watch this, Lou, I'm going to ask Santa for some of that. Serious stuff. So I'll show you last week's stuff. No, this week's stuff. We're going to come to the point where we're going to need to do a giveaway, but we need a bigger community before we start giving stuff away, really. Because there is a few bits that people might enjoy owning, but I say we need a bigger community before we... you're not going to do a giveaway in a group of 4 people, really. So wait while I get rich and famous, and we'll start giving stuff away. I'll even have a word with the company and start to, add extra bits in. Excuse me, wasn't me. It was my food. when this uploads, I'm going to download it and keep putting it on for days and days and days. So watch out for that. So what I'm trying to do is trying to keep up with the lovely people who are taking my watch time hours off me. So I need to get some more. Oh, yes. Camera's working. That's always a thing. Are you still here, Lynn? Mr. Quiet. I'm probably actually talking to myself, but I said the good thing about YouTube is once the live stream's over, it then uploads and makes another video to watch. Try not to do crotch cam. The trouble with these, some of them are bigger boxes. We'll do it sideways. So this is what they sent out to compare it with, which is a company called Lamicall, and it's the magnetic wireless car charger. We've really, I mean, obviously now since about a year or two ago, they if you get caught in the UK and you've got your mobile phone in your hand or on your knee or under your shoulder, I don't know why I'm doing that because you can't see me. You get fined. You get fined 200 quid. You get 6 points on your license. So 6 points on your license for me would mean an inquiry at the taxi office to make sure I could still trade. So it's how serious it is. That was a funny noise. I've no idea what it is. Oh, good. At least I'm talking to somebody, Lynn. At least I'm talking to somebody. So this is what's in the box if you get one of these. These are cracking idea. So you've got your little lead there. You've got this device, which is really cool. Now the cat wants to go out because he always does when I come up here. Now the idea of this is you hold it up to one of your vents in your car. You twist that all the way out till it won't go anymore. Then you'll shove it in behind the vent. So the top piece there will come in on top of your vent. So the ones like above your radio, that sort of vent. So maybe one if you've got one that's a bit lower. And then you turn that in there. So that'll hold onto there. And that piece fastens onto your vent. So it takes away the need or urge to screw a hole in your dashboard, which isn't really possible nowadays because what they do is made out of rubber, isn't it? Then you get this device there. And the idea of this, you take that off there. Always remember to put it over there. Then you get hold of it and you give it a clunk. Then what you do after that is you turn that round like that. And there you are. What you've got there is a MagSafe charging pad. Is that the way to call it? What would you call it? Anyway, I'll show you how it works. So that's fastened on your air vent. You come trundling up with your massive phone like I've got. And it magnetically sticks to the back of there. And that's got a fair magnet. Twist that round. So you can adjust that to wherever you want it. If you had it fastened on like that and you want it tipping up a bit, you would just move it about. Tip it down, turn it sideways. So if you could spin that all the way around. So if you're using this as a sat nav, you've got it on as your sat nav. And you can actually, as you were going down the road, if somebody rang you, you would be able to tap your phone perfectly legally because this is held into, it's being held. You're not holding it. So that it's quite a strong magnet. And this is an iPhone 14 Pro Max. One thing you will need is that. So you'll need the MagSafe case. Or you'll need to take the case off completely so it can actually stick onto the bit at the back of the phone. think I said that, but we'll see. Or do you need the case? Am I telling fibs? No, you don't. You don't need a case. So you don't need a MagSafe case. That doesn't seem as well stuck on there, but it'll just stick on the back of the phone, and then that'll hold it onto there. So then you can turn it sideways, have it upside down. You can have it any way you want. Who's that bloke? Now, the good thing about this is obviously, so if you're a bit of a heavy user like I am, so if you're riding around in your cab, answering calls all day, so I'll just kick the cat because he's gone under the table. Then plug this into a car charger or an auxiliary point in your car. Plug it into the bottom of that tablet pad, call it what you want. When you plug that onto there, as you drop it on there, it's going to charge your phone up for you. So if you're in the car 12 hours a day, it's going to give you 12 hours charge. When you get out the car at the end of the day, you want to go in and watch Luke's cooking videos or something like that. Luke's food porn. You'll be able to go in there with 100% battery and carry on with your evening. And they say it all comes in this. I'm just going to wind that back because I forgot to. I don't know why I ain't got this stuck in my car, to be honest. Or the other one. So that's the one from Lamicall. It's actually in the Amazon store will be linked at the bottom in the description when this video ends. So if you want to look at any of the products that you've shown tonight and the descriptions and videos about them, have a look at mine. You can always carry on with, because at the side of that there'll be loads of videos from other people and they'll tell you what they think as well. So you haven't got to just listen to me. You can listen to somebody else tell you about it as well. Give you something to do, innit? So we'll put that on the pile of other things. A bit difficult, this one, because it's got my address on it. And you are lovely people, but I don't want you to see it. So that's what the box looks like. So what we've got in here is called the V11E1, which in actual fact is very much the same idea as the other one, but a different product. A couple of ways of fastening this on. So what we got in this box, when it focuses, is there we are. So what we've got here is a similar idea. They're all a similar idea, aren't they? Because that's what they do. So this one goes on the same, just the same. You've also got the phone holder in there. These are really, really good quality Type-C to Type-C cables. So if you've got an auxiliary point on your car, you can just use that. Or you can get yourself, mine's a 2019, so it's not got Type-C to Type-C on it. What it's got is the old style USB on my auxiliary. So you get a lead that was long in there. I think these are nearly a metre long, these leads. They are really, really good quality, as you can see. All quilted and nice long plugs on the end. So if yours is a Type-C, all well and good. So what else do you get? You get this, which is pretty cool. And I'll put it the right way up for once. So what happens with this is you press those little buttons there, look. And it's got a bit of a gas flow feel to it, where you press that button and it just slides out really nice. Well, you've got two ways of fastening in with this. You've got your MagSafe, which obviously is that disc in the middle. We're getting a bit too near the camera here, but we'll try it. So you've got your MagSafe, which just clicks in there. On top of that, you've got a set of jaws on there, which will hold it even more secure. You're not just relying on that magnet like you are with the other one. I would say this is quite an heavy phone. It's the 14 Pro Max, so presumably if you've got a 15 Pro Max or a 16 or even a 17 Pro Max, you're going to have a fair amount of weight in your phone. When you want to take it out, press that button, nice and simple. Give it a pull, and there it is. And again, underneath there, you've got where that Type-C charging cable goes. And then that'll keep that powered up. So all day when you're working or whatever you're doing, making your phone calls, it'll be charging up while you're doing it. Again, you can twist this round on that mount. So if you're looking for just using it as GPS for satellite navigation, turn it around sideways. Another little feature on this, obviously, if you've got this in the window, in the different mount that I'm going to show you in a minute, this one has its own fan in there. Because there's one thing about an iPhone, if it gets too warm, it won't charge. The first thing it does is shut down. Well, it shuts down the charging because it don't want to get any warmer. So this has got a little fan in there, so that's going to be blowing on the back of your phone and cooling it down a little bit to stop it overheating when you're charging. As you can see there, that nut, that's what, when you put it all together, you twin that round and that clicks it down into that ball and socket and tightens it up in there. Now the advantage with this one, again, over the other one, depending on which solution you're looking for, you've also got one of these. Now the idea of this, obviously your ball and socket fits in the back of that holder. So you could stick this on if you wanted to. You could stick it up on your, I'm just going to move that box out of the way because it is in the way. You can have this stuck on your window. That's one option of doing it. Now that's got, you've got a suction pad there, which is also really, really sticky. So I think if you were going to stick it on your window, it'd be important to make a decision as to where it wants it to be. Get it lined up and then stick it on, because I'd imagine this is very, very difficult to get back off again. And you've got that little nut just there. That comes out, so that's fastened in your window. That comes down like that, so you can have it fastened like that. Also, another alternative if you wanted to. Now, I don't know what effect it would have on the dashboard, but if you've got a rubberized dashboard, you could put that on there. I forgot to show you that bit. So you've got the suction cup, you've got the sticky, and then when you put it on there, you would press that down and it would stick onto the dashboard. So you could have it like that and have the phone that way on the top. I think this one's a little bit more expensive than the other, but I say if you look in the Amazon shop and click on it, it'll give you the price today. There's no good actually me telling you how much they are, because tomorrow they'll be cheaper, the day after they might be a bit more expensive. You know how it works. But say that is, as you can see, that's got a sticky, really, really sticky surface on there. You can see my fingernails in it. Look, I've been stuck to it. And there it is. All in all, cracking device. So check it out in my Amazon store, see what you think. I'll just get this stuff out of the way. There's some weird noises going on. So what we got this for today? Again, these are both INIU products. These have been sent out for review and uploading to my Amazon storefront. Eventually it will focus, because I know it will, because it loves me. There you go. First thing to remember, if you were to buy one of these products and you had any quality issues, if it packed up, as long as it wasn't your fault that it packed up, you've got a 3-year warranty on there. So if you're buying from Amazon, you know for a fact if you don't like it, you can send it straight back and get your money back. But with these, on top of that, you've got the rest of it up to 3 years from when you buy it. And you can just let them know and they'll change it. Or they'll fix it, or they'll decide that you broke it and it's all your fault. But if you broke it, it is all your fault. Why don't you open it where it says open? That would be better, wouldn't it? So here we are. It's got the satisfying. There you go. Do you feel satisfied? They even, look at that. The reviewer's friend. They even put a little tab on there so you can just pull it out. So what do you get? That's all that's in that box, is in that tray. So I'll just show you. Nothing else in there. No £10 notes for the reviewer. Nothing. First thing you get is this. Good thing about this channel is you can show all the social media. So if you just have a look at INIU Official, INIU Official, and you can follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and Elon Musk. And if you want to speak to them about anything that you've gone wrong with your product, support at inu.shop. What's it telling you on the back? Scan the barcode on the seal sticker by Amazon or Transparency app. Why? Oh, it verifies authenticity. And you can also view limited time offers and enjoy lifetime service. Good news, the cat's gone to bed. I'm going to put a video of him on a loop. So what you get in here, you get these little, very difficult to see instruction manuals. Tells you all about the different things. So you're seeing this at the first time as me, so I ain't read any of that. So here we go. I'm just going to get my scales out in a minute. I'm going to weigh this and I'm going to show you how much it weighs. Now this one's 10,000 milliamp hour, which is a fair chunk for the size of it. Look at it, isn't it cute? Let's wake it up. As usual, it's got 53%. I don't know how they managed to get, they must just unplug them at 53%. It's got your three, that'd be even better when I turn them round. Can we get a focus? So as it shows you on here, there's your standard USB cable, so it can be anything it wants on the other end. That's your Type-C. Come on. There we go. There's your Type-C. So you could do Type-C to Type-C, Type-C to Lightning, Type-C to anything you may want. But you can also plug in there to charge it up. You can't with that, but you can with that. And also you can with that. It keeps going out of focus, doesn't it? Any downward camera people out there desperate for a review on your downward camera? Hit me up. So you can do in and out on that, in and out on that, or just out on that. Have a look round. Is there anything to show you if I have a look round? Should be a little button somewhere. So there's your little button. That's how you press it in. And it does that lovely big display and tells you how much power you've got left in there. How many milliamp hours of your 10,000 milliamp hour have you got left in there? So that's basically what it is. Now you're going to think, well, where's the cable? I like these. These are brilliant. What they do is they put a carrying handle on there and they turn it into, a carrying handle. There you go. Turns it into a power lead. If I turn that off, let me just turn this on and I'll give you a bit of a show. These are pretty quick. I'm not sure of the thing. Until I read through it properly, I'm not actually sure how quick it will charge. But they're usually pretty good. I'm not going to quote any figures until I've had a look at it properly. This was just more of a live unboxing. To actually add something to the channel and let people have a look at what we do here. Hang on, is it switched on yet? It probably won't accept charge till I turn it on. What's happening? Hang on, let me try again. Something not right here. I probably haven't put it in there right. all about giving it that last push. Are we done? Have we got a faulty one? Have we got a faulty one? I wouldn't imagine it's faulty. It's probably there's a case foul in it. Let's have a look. Let's try a different cable. Sometimes the case holds a plug out. No, the phone's fully charged. I wonder why it won't charge when it's fully charged. I thought, do you know what? We've actually found a faulty one. I've never had a bit of problem with any of their stuff. And I thought, oh no. If you're going to have a faulty one, let's do it live. Right, let's try a camera battery. See if it works. This will be fully charged as well. I do spend a lot of my life charging stuff up. There you go. So that's showing you that's actually fully charged. The other one isn't. Or is that one as well? There you go. Now it's charging that one. You can actually fast charge these. I think, let me get me right. You can fast charge the camera, but you can't fast charge the batteries. But they don't take long anyway. But as you can see, that's just an easy way of doing that. That's all you've got to take with you when you're out in the field, as we say. As I'd say, when you're going out there doing a bit of filming. These batteries last pretty well, but if you get jabbering down your phone, down your camera too much, they do need a bit of a charge. Sometimes. Also, the good thing is, this is the DJI Mic 2. It'll also charge that up for me. So when you're just leaving on a Monday morning, you found a break in the weather and you remember that you haven't charged your microphone up, it'll charge away like that. When you're finished with the cable, so you don't lose it, and you want something to carry it with, there it is, and off you go. So that product's not in the Amazon shop at the minute. But when it is, it's called the P50. It's 10,000 milliamp power, and it's called the INIU P50. There'll be a video in there. Obviously, if you scroll sideways, you'll be able to see other people's videos in there. They'll be able to tell you their experiences with it. So as the Americans say, you can make an informed choice of whether I've just told you a load of rubbish and it isn't any good, or whether it actually is. I like this. Nice big screen. The nice and smooth. The case is nice and smooth. They don't get scratched up easy. They're really good. Made out of some really good plastic, obviously. There we go. I'm pressing it right. That's at 52%. The price will be in the Amazon shop. It'll be telling you how much it is. So if you decide you want one, you can have one. I'm just going to weigh it while we're at it. Because depending on what you're doing, sometimes it must be a bit of a thought. So we'll get the old scales out. Switch them on. Let's weigh. So that's a camera battery. It's nice, isn't it? So that camera battery is 64.35 grams. That's just to give you context of how much that weighs. This one, 116 grams. This is the beast. This is the 20,000 mAh one. So this has obviously got some. That's 332 grams. I don't know if you can actually see that. That's better. 332 grams for that one. So that gives you an idea what you'd be carrying about if you had one of those. So if you, this is 10,000 mAh. So that weighs 160 grams. I'm trying to think of something that I could give it proper context with. There isn't really actually anything in here. It used to be like when you were doing size on anything, it's the same size as a packet of fags. No, I ain't actually got anything. I'm just going to weigh this other one. So the other one was 320. What's this one? 329. So that's actually heavier. I think that's 20,000 mAh as well. So I've got two of them. So 160 grams. What's a bag of sugar? 200? No, they're kilos, aren't they? I can't remember. I can't remember what a bag of sugar is. Anyway, that's how much it weighs. So that's that one. We'll just put that to the side for 1 minute because we're just going to do the rest of the... We might as well show you the other one that's come. And as I say, there will be a full review on YouTube properly to give you the statistics of the devices. So this is the power bank, the B1B41. Power Pore Slim. Ooh, look at that. This is more of a traditional type of power bank that we were used to back in the day. Can we get in it with a pair of Fiskars shears? No. I'm probably just going to damage the packaging. I think I've just damaged the packaging. Let's cut the packaging up. Anyway, it doesn't matter because we're not sending it anywhere else, are we? What else have we got? So what's in this one? So you've got that. What we got in here? Oh, let's completely rip the box up. Wow. We've got a little bag that it goes in. We used to call that Airtex, didn't we? Can you remember we used to do vests like that? And also you've got a standard to Type-C charging cable. This is obviously how you charge it up, and I suppose you'd be able to use it the opposite way. So this is how we damage our packaging. Right, let's take a look. Isn't that cute? Nice and slim. It's got Alfie's paw print on there, but it ain't got claws on this one. So the idea of this is, obviously, when this is fully charged, you'll have a full paw. as you start to drop down the charge until you get to 0, anything on there, then obviously you'll need to charge it up. On the top here, you've got 1 Type-C and 2 of the standard USB ports. What do they call these? 2.1? Is it? I think it's 2.1s, isn't it? So that's how that goes in there. Let's do it the opposite way. Hang on, let's take this out. So you're finding this out just the same as me. So what I'm guessing is that's an in. You plug that into a normal plug, and that's how it charges up. So that's what I'm guessing. Obviously, you turn it around the opposite way around, turn that into there, plug that into the back of there, and off we go again. So it's really easy. When you've had a day's filming or you're moving from one place to the other, it's surprising how quick camera batteries go down. And obviously, all you do with these things, if you've got enough of these, you just chuck them on your front seat, plug your batteries into it, drive to your next destination. By the time you get there, they're somewhere near charging them. So it's got a smart carry case as well. Keep it safe. Just in case you drop it anywhere. That's quite padded, to be honest. That's fairly thick. Obviously, it's like that. So it can keep it pretty cool as well. There we are. Got the little trade name on there. Their stuff is really smart, really aesthetically pleasing. I think that's what it is. Hello Ian, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. So we're just doing a presentation on INIU products. That is if it's a laid back vape ship, I don't know. As well with this one, if you press this button twice, boop boop, ta-da, you've got a torch. Now, you probably think, what you want a torch for? Until you haven't got a torch, then you'll really want one. So if you were using a tent or something like that, you've got it. I like that idea. It's very visual and very easy to see how much charge you've got left in your device. Let me just check out. I'm not really sure what the milliamp hour is on this. Oh, it's 10,000 mAh. It's 10,000 mAh as well, so it's not very tight, is it? Crap. Yeah, so it's 10,000 milliamp hour. So again, at the end of, or later today or tomorrow, this will be up as a proper review. And then there'll be a link in the description of this video. And then there'll be a link in the description on the review video to take you through to the Amazon product if you did think that you wanted something like this. If you were looking for it. Again, I have no idea of the price on this. I probably wouldn't tell you anyway. For the simple reason is they change every day. I've just found them now. So that's how you charge it up, but it can also come out of there. And these two are both charging ones. You usually find out if it's wired rather than MagSafe that it does charge a lot quicker than than what it does if it's stuck to the back. That definitely takes a little bit off. They're smart, aren't they, mate? Yeah, they've turned out to really nice products. As you can see, they're smoothed off at the edges. They feel a little bit rubberized, but they maybe aren't. It's hard to tell, but they're well made. I like these little touches where you've already got a battery, why not have a torch? Because you're going to be in a situation where you haven't got electric. That's why you're using one of these. But that is a nice product. Let's just see how much that weighs. Especially if I can find the scales. What do I do with things? Ha! They're going to be looking at me, waving at me. Luckily enough, I've got 2 sets. I'd put it on the floor because the desk's full of stuff, as it normally is. Right, that the one with the big screen on the front with the to tell you how much it got in it was 160. This one's slightly bigger at 209. They're both 10,000 milliamp hour. So it'd be up to you really which one you were looking for. So what did we say? That one was 209 or 207. So if you stick that on it, does that make it go up? Probably not. Does that get up to 210? Oh, look at that. Is that believable? Yeah. 214, so 214 grams. A lot slimmer though, isn't it? It would fit in a pocket, that. Really easy. You could fit it in your front pocket. Or in your coat pocket. You would probably not notice it was there. Well, you fit that in your pocket as well, wouldn't you? So there we are. So that's all I can show you tonight, people. That's all the products we have. So as we get, if we can get things going bigger and better, it'd be nice to start giving a few bits away. Probably the ones that come from the opposing teams would be easy to give away, because I got caught out last week. I'd give Lou one of the phone holders, and they wanted me to do a review on it, a comparison on it. So I had to go out and buy another one. But that'll be a while, I would have thought. Anyway, cheers. Oh, it's nice, that. The colder it is, the nicer it is, to be honest. So I think that's it. We've been here an hour. We've only got a couple of people, and obviously this is going to get... oh, wow. You've got one of you. Oh, right. Excellent. Yeah. I don't think I've got that one in you. What is it, as big as your car? What do you use that one for, Lynn? Do you use it for the drone batteries and that? I've charged up the handset on the drone, and I use them a lot to do the camera batteries. My other DJI camera has got 3 batteries with it. That's camera still on. What's all that about? Even. Oh yeah, well, it will be, won't it? Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, I use it to charge them camera batteries up. My Action 4 has 3 batteries in a charging crate that laptop. Brilliant. Never even thought of that. Yeah, amazing things. I'd never really looked at power banks until they got in touch with me. I mean, it was nice of them to get in touch with me because, it was just a YouTube channel when you finished. Whether they like my voice, you never know, do you? A friend of my daughter said I ought to do children's books. Okay, children, everybody sit down. It's time to listen. And then all of a sudden the big F word comes out. Oh no, that's it, we're sacked again. So that's it, chaps. Anyway, I've done a quick hour there just showing you some INIU products. Obviously, it'll say after it's, what does it say with paid promotion? I get paid through commissions to Amazon, and I do make a little bit of money off it there. These things are sent out by them for me to take a look at, and all you'll ever get is my honest opinion. If you buy one and you like it more than I liked it, that's fine. If you buy one and you like it less than I liked it, that's also fine. But I just told you what I thought about it, not what they told me to tell you. That's the most important thing. Absolutely honest. I would actually make more money if I was harder on the opposition than what I am. But I'm not. I actually sell as many of the opposition's products as what I do the INIU ones, because I give an honest opinion. Anyway, thanks for watching this 1 hour video and supporting the channel. And hopefully you'll keep coming back, and we'll catch you soon. If I can find the outro. Which I can't. Here we go. Catch you soon. Bye-bye.